Hey everyone and welcome. My name is Hostname, and I've spent a good number of years on Cadet College Viva boards, and believe me, I've seen it all. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain and give you the full insider's guide to the entire process. We're going to walk through everything from the moment you step up to the door to that final handshake, all from my perspective as an examiner. Let's get right into it. So let's start with the big question. What are we, the examiners, really looking for? I'll give you a hint. It's not just about your perfect grades. We're searching for that spark, that potential that tells us you've got what it takes to be a real leader. And by the end of our time together, you'll know exactly what that spark looks like and, more importantly, how to show it to us. So here's our game plan for today. We're going to walk through the entire Viva experience step by step. We'll start with how to make that critical first impression. Then we'll dive into the questions that reveal who you are and why you're even here. After that, we'll talk about how we test your character. And finally, we'll cover how to stick the landing with a graceful exit. First things first, making a strong entrance. You have got to understand this. Your Viva starts before you say a single word. Seriously. Those first 10 seconds as you walk through that door, they are absolutely crucial for setting a confident and respectful tone for everything that follows. Look, following this little protocol isn't just about being polite. Each of these simple steps, the gentle knock, asking for permission, that clear, confident greeting, and then just waiting to be seated, it tells us something really important about you. It shows discipline. It shows respect. It signals that you get it, that you understand decorum before we've even asked you a single question. Okay, so you've nailed the entrance. Now it's time to actually introduce yourself. Once you're seated, we're going to start with some questions designed to get a sense of, well, who you are. What we're listening for here are clear, concise answers that show us you know yourself.
This is almost always the opener. Introduce yourself. It sounds so simple, right? But your answer tells us a huge amount. So just imagine for a second, you're in that chair right now, and I ask you that question. What do you say?
An answer just like this, that's perfect. It's short, it's to the point, and it gives us all the essential info without any filler. Name, city, school, and just a little personal touch with a hobby. That is all we need. Because here's the secret, the real insight. An answer like that is way more impressive than a rambling 5-minute life story. It immediately tells the whole board that you're structured, you're confident, and you can get straight to the point. And those are all key leadership traits. Okay, next up, we'll probably ask about your family. Now, this isn't us trying to be nosy, I promise. It just helps us understand your background a bit, your support system, and again, the key is to be direct and respectful. Are you starting to see the pattern here? It's factual, it's respectful, and it's brief. You're just presenting the information clearly and calmly. There is absolutely no need to add any more details unless we specifically ask you for them. And that is exactly what we want to see. A simple, straightforward answer shows maturity. It tells us that you can handle personal questions with poise and dignity without getting all flustered or overly emotional. All right, now we get to the real heart of the matter. We know a little bit about who you are, but the next question is all about why. Why are you sitting in that chair in front of us? Your motivation for us is everything. Let me be clear, this is easily the most important question of the entire Viva. We have heard every single answer you can possibly imagine, so yours needs to feel genuine. It has to show that you've really, truly thought about what a cadet college is all about. Now that is a powerful answer. And why is it so powerful? Well, because it connects directly to the core mission of every single cadet college out there. In just one sentence, you've hit on the 3 key pillars: discipline, leadership, and service. An answer like that is what separates a pretty good candidate from a great one. It proves you didn't just apply because it's a famous school. It shows us you've done your homework, you understand our purpose, and most importantly, your own goals actually line up with the values we hold dear. Okay, so we've established your motivation. Now it's time to test your abilities. This part of the Viva goes way beyond your introduction. Here, we're looking at your general awareness, your communication skills, and what I think is most important, your character. So you should definitely be prepared for a few different kinds of tests. We might ask you a thing or two about current events in Bangladesh, or maybe we'll ask you to read a short paragraph in English out loud. And we almost always present you with a hypothetical problem to solve, right there on the spot. Let's try one. This is a classic situational test. A question like this isn't about finding some kind of secret right answer. No. It's designed to show us your thought process, your moral compass. So take a second. What would you do? A really strong answer always lays out a clear, logical sequence of actions. You find the wallet, you secure it, you make sure nothing is taken from it, you take it straight to a person in authority, and then you give them all the necessary details. Every single one of those steps shows responsibility and clear thinking under pressure. And that's the real insight here, the big secret. With questions like these, we're not just testing what you know. Look, we can teach you history, we can teach you science. What we're looking for are the raw materials of a leader: integrity, honesty, and a real sense of duty. That's what you need to show us. And here we are, at the final stage. The main interview is done, but your evaluation is not. How you leave that room solidifies our final impression of you. Trust me on this. A graceful exit is just as important as a strong entrance. So when we finally say, "Thank you, you may go now," your job is simple. You offer a sincere thank you for their time. You stand up calmly, no rushing. You turn and walk with confidence to the door. This shows us your composure holds up right until the very, very end. You know, when you boil it all down, every single part of this Viva, from that first knock on the door to your very last step out of the room, it's all designed to answer one fundamental question. It's not just about whether you're a good student, it's about whether you have the potential to become a great leader. And after this, I really hope you feel ready to walk in there and show us that you are.